So Trump recently won the election and he's now inaugurated. He's now the president of the United States. Now, although I'm from Malaysia, I feel to a certain extent some kind of threat, maybe because, I spend too much watching US politics news, but I think at the same time, what happens in the United States also reflects to what happens in the world because they are a global superpower after all. And I think the question now is that seeing his rise, where do we go from here? How do we go from here? What can we do? Or, just any questions that we can ask ourselves. I'm a high school student. I'm Jayden, but I also feel that something that we need to address is the issues that are going on in this world, but a lot of us are neglecting. I come from a family background and a schooling environment that um basically tells me to emphasize on my grades, and that's the only thing that I should care about at this very young age. But I think otherwise because there is a lot of problems in this world that are being ignored. And when so many people don't acknowledge these problems, when so many people don't even know what these problems are, then it creates a very ignorant society where the ones who benefit from these problems continue to benefit from it, whilst everyone complains why is their quality or their standard of life continues to drop, only for them, to not realize that there are so many problems that are going on with this world that they just don't know. But the issue is that I think a lot of us are conditioned to not focus on these problems, but instead to focus on problems that aren't really important that happen in our day-to-day lives, but there's just I don't know, I feel like there's just something going on that makes us emphasize that more instead of what we should be focusing instead. Not to say that we should be nitpicky and focus on every single thing that's going on in this world because I don't remember everything, but at the same time, I think that there's a lot of problems that we need to go address, that we need to acknowledge. I'm interested in politics, education reform, fighting oligarchy, workers' rights, just, anything you can think under that branch of trying to improve people's lives. But it's more of something towards social science, not really technology. Like I like that. I'm just not good enough at math. But here in this channel, expect to, hear a lot of my personal thoughts of what's going on in this world. I'm still a high school student. I was never educated on politics or on anything about this. These are things that I learned from the internet, and I'm just giving my personal opinion and my personal interpretation out of everything I've learned. I never had a formal political education or anything related to that apart from taking history in school, but I think that was just a starting point, and the real effort to understand all of this comes from my interest here. And I feel that over here on this channel is just for me to express my opinions on how I see this world. And it's also kind of a track of my personal growth of how much my ideas may change, but also how much mature I hopefully may get, or how much knowledgeable I will get over time. Now, I will admit, as I've said, I don't know anything because I don't know everything. I'm not perfect, but I feel that it's important for us to at least sparkle and start up some discussions on things that we don't really know about, and to acknowledge our wrongs, to be open minded, and yeah, that's the channel basically talking about everything, not maybe not just politics, but everything that's going on with this world. Just, stuff you see on the news that's not just celebrity news. But yeah, I hope you enjoy.